Well, it's start of day 5 today. The rumour is it's going to be over 30 degrees, so it's going to be really hot. So I thought I'd get some fishing in early before it gets unbearable. Had a cracking day yesterday, best day so far. Lost a fish and got 2 fish out. So biggest, what, 35-36 pounds, so really pleased with that. I think it's about to kick in as well, so hopefully next couple of days, what we're on now, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I've got 2 good days. Saturday we'll be packing up to go. So yeah, still plenty of time left. Keep your fingers crossed. I'm trying to get that 40. My biggest is 39 pounds 12 ounces. So my aim to this season coming here, this year coming here, was to see if we can get to 40. So fingers crossed. Let's see if we can get there. Yeah, cool. Right, just as the second rod went off, got a double take. Luckily my friend was just outside of me to help me. But we've got a big common here as well, scale perfect. It's been sat in the net for a while while I landed the other one, so I can't show you too much. I just want to get it in the sling and get it back in. It's just a bit too lively. So sorry about that. It's just going to be a bit lively.
Just try and cope with it.
I'll try to keep it close to
the common, that's all, mate. That's what we wanted.
There we go, big French lake common. £31.6 minus the net, so again it's another £30 common. Right, I'm going to get that back in and I'm going to have a breather. It's like a bomb site, both rods are devastated. So we'll catch you in a bit. Cheers for now. Well, it's fairly late on now. I think we're on day 4, maybe. Yeah, I think day 4, fairly late on. But what a fantastic day. I'm absolutely shattered. We've had some 30s, 35s, some 20s. Yeah, double take. My God, that was scary. But good experience as well, really interesting. So yeah, day's just about coming to a close. I think I've got 1 more cast. I'm not sure how much battery life I've got. It's charging up mode, so we'll see if we can get any more footage for you before it gets dark. But if not, don't worry about it. I'm going to try charge the battery up and start again. But yeah, what a fantastic day we've had. Yeah, the best day so far. So everything seems to be working. My rigs are working now, and the fish seem to be feeding. I think it was all about just hitting that baited spot every time and just keep dropping in, sort of little and often. And I think the scent's got there, and the Carp are using it as a channel to cruise past just to check it out. And if there's out there, they'll have a mooch around, and I think that's what's been paying off for me. So yeah, I think that's about all I've got to say so far. Be interesting to see what we can do tomorrow. We're going to sit in the same peg again. We're fishing from really early on, so you'll see me. Hopefully you'll see me just as the sun comes up. Maybe not, depending on battery circumstance. But yeah, fishing a full day tomorrow, right the way through, dark till dark really. So that might produce a good few fish. If there's any issues, this is a problem when you're vlogging and you've only got 1 camera and a couple of batteries. You're concentrating on fishing and not always getting IT sorted out. So you might just see a few stills from tomorrow that I've taken on my phone, but I will capture anything on either a still photo or video that I manage to sort of bank tomorrow. So look out for that. Cheers for now anyway, it's been great so far. I think I'm even getting suntan, so next time you see me I'll be a bit browner as well. Yeah, good night, and I'll catch you in a bit. Ta-ra. Well, it's day 6. I'm hoping for a repeat of day 5. Cracking day, great day fishing. Yeah, there's a smoke on the water. I think there's a song there somewhere. Is it Led Zeppelin maybe? So yeah, smoky waters, a lot of fish moving about, looks really promising. Very still and nil pondy. So I've cast both my rods out this morning. Sent plenty of loose feed out. Just had one line bite in the last sort of 10 minutes. But there's loads of fish moving about, which is really good. It's about 5:30 this morning so far. I haven't looked at the time. I'm just going by daylight. So I was up about 5 o'clock, just waiting for it to get light so I could see where I was casting. So yeah, see what today brings. Didn't get loads of fishing in yesterday. Today's going to be a cracking day though, because it's from dawn till dusk today. So yeah, loads of fishing in. Tomorrow's a short day. That's the Friday, isn't it? Yeah, you lose track of days. Yeah, tomorrow's Friday. That's a shortish day. And then Saturday we've got a couple of hours in the morning. But it's all about decamping on Saturday, packing up and hitting the road again. But it's been a lovely week over here. Lovely week. Weather was roasting yesterday. It was so hot. Not slept very well at all. Even on top of me sleeping bag. Still really hot. Mosquitoes are a nightmare as well at the moment. So luckily I've got some decent spray repellent. But you won't believe what happened. I sprayed my spray on last night, and just as the spray was drying, mosquito landed on me hand and bit me. So I think you've got to wait for it to sort of have an effect, don't you? The mosquito repellent. But I thought that would just take it mickey a bit. Anyway. Yep. So deadly quiet, bird songs. That's all you hear. Wow. Such a peaceful place. Anyway, enough of that. Before my battery goes, I've got another battery on charge, so I should be okay. I'll report back if I get anything on my mat. See you in a bit. £45. What a fish. Let's get her back. Not happy with me. Slight amendment to that last fish. I tried to sort of guesstimate it because I hadn't weighed it at the time. It was in a bit of a bad mood. But it did settle down and I did manage to weigh it, and it was £51.6. £51.6, can you believe it? £51.6. It's worth getting up for at 5:30 in the morning. Cheers. Worth getting up for at 5:30, I said it earlier, but I've had 3 fish so far. I forgot to switch record on with that last fish, which was £40.5. We've driven 1,000 miles to get here, and I said to myself, if I can get a £40 fish on this trip, I'll be absolutely ecstatic. And you know what it was like for 3 days? God, I could have thrown out gear in. That's how tough it was. It was really tough. And to keep your head, well, you can't really go anywhere else, can you? But just to keep your head for 3 days and try to keep motivated and switched on and just keep trying things until it works. And well, it's early. It's 7 o'clock now. We've been fishing an hour and a half. We've had 3 cracking fish. And you've seen that. You've seen the big 51 pound. Wow. So we've had a 28, a 51, and a 41.5, and it's still early. It's absolutely. We've got it right. I've got it right. After days and days of experimenting. So, you know, I suppose that's carp fishing. As I said, I'm not an expert, but I never give in. And it's paying off. So I'm gonna go get 3 Weetabix because I'm sure I'll need them. A decent coffee, and swap batteries over, and then get back to it. He's still fishing really well, but you need a break when you're playing fish for so long and they're big like that. It's proper takes it out of you. So yeah. Absolutely having a great time so far. Covered in slime everywhere, so I need to change my shirt. By the way, I've got a few of these shirts, so if you're complaining that I'm always in the same shirt, I'm not. I go wash them and hang them up, and I just switch them as when I go past them. So that's what I do. Well, I've had my breakfast. I'm back by the lakeside now. I've just made up some more loose feed, which is sweet corn, hemp, crushed boilies. I've got some hemp ground bait in there as well. Some 4mm pellets, halibut pellets, and some 6mm halibut pellets, and a couple of 12mm pellets as well. I think just a combination of lots of different sizes just keep the fish there a little bit longer, just picking round, and I think it disperses a lot better as well once it hits the water. So it's been successful so far. The temperature is what we need to talk about. It's probably about 30 degrees now, more, and it's very early. What is it, 8, half 8 this morning? So I don't know how long we can sit out here for. Let's hope the carp enjoy the sunny weather. You know what it's like though, they're usually up in water, aren't they? So we might have to have a look at that from a tactical point of view, but we've done well this morning so far. We're on 3 or 4 fish, so yeah, we're off to a great start, and I'm not expecting much through the day today. It's just so hot. Then to be fair, I'm not really fussed either. Let's get to tea time again, and things start cooling down. Hopefully the carp will go back on feed again. What I'll do is just keep baiting up the 2 swims throughout today, and then just give them something to swim over and hopefully just hang around in. Had a couple of line bites, so still fish around, but they might be just in patrolling mode. There's another little line bite. So I think I'll call it. I think we'll just leave it at that for now, and I'll report back if there's anything else to report. Next time you see me, well, I don't want to be red, but next time you see me I could be like a prune at this rate. It's so hot.
Oh, did you think that, innit?
Is it? Took some getting in there.
You stay deep, had it?
Yeah. Oh, well on bottom.
Right.
Yeah. Bumping on bottom.
Oh my god. Been nipped as well on it?
It's been what?
Has it been nipped on its tail?
Has it?
Not sure if it was. Oh my. Barbs and stuff now. Oh Jesus.
Yeah. Do I need my strings down?
Yeah, it's got a bar, but has it got one there, look? What's that there?
Yeah, that's one down.
Oh, careful. Got it. Go on, get in. No, it's fucking... What is it?
Alright, we'll lift it up, Darren, but I think we've got a sort of £20 catfish. And they'll wriggle away, these things.
Looks like that one that lad had, you know, on peg 10.
Yeah.
Turning.
Well, this place is throwing up all sorts of surprises. Got a catfish here, it feels about £20, we won't weigh it. Don't really like dealing with them, they're a bit too slimy. But it just shows, yeah, a bit of variety. Let's pop it back. Well, that was a nice surprise. I was kind of running out of a pre-bait mix, and I thought I'd make up a load of halibut stuff. And yeah, catfish on the bank. That's my first catfish I've ever caught. I'm not right keen on them, bit slimy, but yeah, really nice, nice fish, nice fish to land. Anyway, put up a really good fight. But yeah, I'm just sort of scratching around all my baits now, trying to get rid of them so I don't have to take much back. And I did bring quite a lot of halibut stuff, which I kind of was saving for barbel fishing on the river. But I thought I'd bring them here, and I'm kind of running out of stuff now, so I'm just concocting and cobbling stuff together to make a bit of pre-bait, just to keep a bit of interest. So that's probably where it's come from, a big sort of fishy smelling ground baity type mix this time. So yeah, it certainly worked anyway. So yeah, I'm going to see if we can get another, well, who knows what we're going to get, but I'm hoping to get another fish on the bank. So it's just rolling up to dinner time. The weather's changed, have you? I'll see if I can pan round. So it's gone all misty and grey, and there's no sunshine anymore. It's still the ambient temperature's still warm though. It's still around 30. But yeah, we've got the smoke on water again. We've heard that before. Yeah, smoke on water. So turning out to be a good day, very productive. I think I'm on about fish 5 or 6 now. I've lost count, and we're halfway through the day. And this fish still moving, listening to the bite indicator. So I'll get sat a bit closer to my rods, and if there's any activity to show you, I'll do another little recording. Until then, catch you in a bit. Well, I'm not going to do a right lot with this because I'm not a big catfish fan. In fact, I don't like them at all. I don't have many carp today, but there's another 27, 28 pound catfish. So I definitely don't like catching them. I think what I'll do is I'll just bob it back in water rather than get it out and get slimed up. Well, it's about 6 o'clock now. It's been a long day. Been a productive day. I think I've had about 5 fish, 3 carp, 2 catfish, and my friend in the next peg, he's had a brace of carp. Lots of small ones, but a lot of carp. Not sure whether he's had about 10 or 15 fish. So he's doing really well, really well. I'm going to try interview him a bit later this week before we go, and just see if we can work out what his tactics were. It's all secret in this carp fishing game, but I'll try to tease it out of him for the camera. Nobody else will know, like, just me, you and him. So yeah, cool. So it's been a good day. There's still a few hours left yet. I'll report back if there's anything on my mat. But I'm running out of bait, and that doesn't help because it's a concoction of all sorts. I don't think the carp are too fussed, but my swim is not as prolific as my friends up there, and he's still using his original ground baity type mix that he came with, and that's proved to be fantastic, and that's been the difference really. So yeah, it just shows to be prepared. I think he was talking about it for months, right? This day is this day is that, this day is this, and he had it all measured out, all frozen, and he's just been bringing them up bag at a time, bag at a time, bag at a time from farmhouse. And yeah, he's planned it really well, and it's paid massive dividends. He's done really well, big massive brace of fish he's had. He's had fish up to 49 pound, and carp right down to I think 15, all the way through 15s, 20s, 30s, 40s. So yeah, he's done really well. It's been tough for me, but he had the same 2 or 3 days at the beginning of the week where we couldn't do anything for a bite, and that's fishing unexplained. But who knows? Yeah, I've got one more day tomorrow and a little bit of Saturday morning, and that will conclude this trip. But it's been interesting. I hope you found the video interesting. I've tried to include a few different things as well, just to make it worth watching. So as I say, I'll try to get Darren on camera and we'll have a quick chat with him, and and I think that's about it really from me for now. So yeah, I'll clear off now. I think I'm just about to have something to eat. My rods are still out, but I'm working close to them anyway. Just behind me is my cooker. Spaghetti bolognese, that's my tea, and a glass of red wine. Well, when you're in France, do as the French. I'll see you in a bit. Well, this fish is staying deep and it's trying to get in the snags. Massive waker right at the end of the lake. I'm fishing about 90 yards out. This could be a bit of a battle. I've lost a couple of fish. It's so difficult fishing at distance, especially with light rods. It's so hot still as well. This fish is not moving. Gone deep. You might hear my other rod go off. What I do is I sort of pin it backwards and put a back lead on it, just to keep the line out of the way. I need to keep the fish to my left because there's a massive snag in the water. I think it's a fallen tree, and I've lost 2 rigs there already this week. This fish is not giving me anything at all. I had a massive catfish on earlier, and I'll tell you about that later. This one's a bit more forgiving. Just get it into mid-water, then I'll move my other rod and put its back lead on. This is my new rig as well. A catfish bit through my line. I'm not here to catch catfish. When you get one of them 65, 75 pounders on, you've no chance on nylon and braid. This is not a small fish, I don't think anyway. Right, just come to the surface and it's given me a chance to get some line on it. Don't want it to go deep because there's a sunken log just where it is at the moment. I've got my rod high, plenty of pressure on, no clutch. They've turned and it's swimming towards me, so I'm getting line now. This is usually what happens, and then you get them a couple of rod lengths out and then they go berserk. Right, I think I'm going to have to start thinking about moving my second rod. No, not really. There's no catfish in my swim, Dad, and it's ruined it.
Right, you had another?
Oh, massive, man. It bit through my line. It went like an absolute steam train across the lake. It was ridiculous. I could tell it one of those. This is ridiculous as well, this thing.
Oh, this is nice, just watching you do that.
You know, you're normally walking past Elsie.
Huh? Are you in now? Oh, Paul, I'm proper
Try not to swear because you're on video.
Oh, sorry.
I know, you will be, aren't you?
Sorry, I'm proper tired, Paul. Do apologise.
Right, mate. His interview's coming up.
Oh, not that.
No, not today, no. We'll do it another day. Just tried to get me in that snag over there, Darren.
Is it?
I don't know what it is. Oh, I'm sick of catfish though. You could tell it was because it ripped off and this rod nearly touched the thing, and it was one of those low things with no vibration at all through line, and he had it on for a few minutes, and when I got line back it was all like sandpaper, and it didn't go near any snags. It just rubbed its way through. But you need traces for them.
Yeah, you do, yeah.
And you're not here to fish for them. They're a bloody nuisance. But I don't think any have been out for a long time, you know.
You're doing well then.
Yeah, well, it's all that fish stuff. I'm going to say to the viewers, you know, you need to go prepared. And where there's something I've learned is don't go to waters where there's catfish. If you and fish type baits, you're gonna get them. You're going to attract them in. And the thing, what it does, that Darren, is it because they're a predator. I'm convinced it just puts the carp off. I was doing alright all day. And those come shuffling round and they just bully everything out of the way. And you don't get out until they decide to quaff your bait. It was a bit of a mistake though. I put a big piece of luncheon meat on.
Oh.
But I thought I'd just try something different because I couldn't work out why I wasn't getting any more runs.
Yeah, but like I say, it's a predator in your swim.
Yeah, well, that's it. That's what's put it off, Darren. So I've switched back to sort of conventional sweet baits, and these seem to be back on again. But the really big thing I've learned is make sure you come prepared. Don't be cobbling stuff together. I mean, my plan this trip was to get rid of all my bait that I've been stashing for over a year. And I thought, I know what I'll do with it. Not a good idea. Yes, get in. It's about time I had a fish, Darren. So, I've been playing with them horrible catfish. I'll tell you what though, I wish I'd have got that last one in, because that would have been a bit special. But I don't want to fish for them. They don't do it for me at all. But some people specialise in them, don't they? Right, I'm going to try and get this out using the correct method. How's that, Darren?
Well, mate. Like a proper pro.
Sorry, pal. What is it? That cheap red wine?
Yeah.
Always use a decent unhooking mat and be prepared for this. Sorry. Let's get this out of here now. New rig, Darren. Oh, it needs cutting. Can you do us a favour? Just grab bread scissors, please. Back there, back at chair, Darren. Back at chair. Oh, we're one of the best rig and all. Caught first time. Sorry mate, sorry, just let me get this sorted. Stand still. Bingo. Get that on. I don't want a bit of false corning yet. The rig out of the way. Whoa, 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 whoa. Calm down, calm down. Calm down, calm down. You're going back in right now. Let's just get you out at net. Getting its line back now.
I got slapped in the face a few times.
Ready to roll. Yeah. Just grab its weighing scales, pal. Just at back at chair, look, pinned on. Thanks, Darren.
Lift it, do you want to lift it? Are you happy?
Yeah, you can lift it from that. Just get zips.
And on?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ready to go. $51.12. Right. So we'll have a photo. Can you just check everything's rolling over there, please, Darren? And we'll get straight back.
It's still rolling, mate.
£51. Let's get her back now, she's proper angry. Well, that just about concludes day 6 in France. Hope you've enjoyed it so far. We've got one more day tomorrow, but it's not a full day's fishing. And then Saturday morning for a couple of hours, just as we're decamping and packing up, ready to sail back home. I'm hoping you've had, well, I'm hoping you've enjoyed the video so far. And if you think about where we started at the beginning of this week, when we had what, 72, 70, 30, I can't even think. I'm so exhausted. But when you think about how we started with 3 days of nothing, 3 days of no bites, no runs, and it was totally disheartening. Where you could have got to a situation where you just, what am I doing here? And you just got to push through it. And it's amazing what a day makes, and it's turned round, hasn't it? I'm not sure whether I'll ever go again. It'd be amazing to even, I mean, I came here with a view to trying to catch a 40-pound carp. I've had a 39-pound, and I thought, well, I'll just add a little bit to that, and I won't be greedy, and 40 pounds is where to go. And to land 51 and a half, or 52, the last one virtually, to land 2 50-pound carp, it's got to be a dream, hasn't it? And I'm harping back to how I arrived, and I'm going to talk to you, and I'm going to talk to Darren, and we're going to talk about I'm going to talk about how he prepared himself for here. I'm not a massive carp angler at all, and I might have made a few mistakes, and I apologise for that. For the viewers that are really into carp fishing, Darren's one of them. I might have made a few mistakes with the unhooking and matting, but I've tried to sort of improve it every time because it's a learning curve. It's all right going to going puddle chucking in the UK and landing a few carp and getting them out. This is a totally different kettle of fish, and I've read a few things and I've seen a few things, and I've tried to be as safe as I can with the fish, because if we go right back to the early days of last cast, it was all about fish preservation, and I still try to do it here. And you don't get an opportunity to try it with fish this size. So I'm tweaking it as I go. So I might have made a few mistakes, and I apologise for that. And I'm sure one or two of you lads will pick up on it. And if there's any hints or tips, then fine. As I say, I'm not an expert at this, and I'm learning as I go. But everything's been tested to the limit, myself included. My camping gear, myself, my fishing equipment, and we've got to look at even making a few tweaks to that the next time we go try and do battle with some of these big carp, because it's scary, I tell you. I've been a bit stressed sometimes because you just can't relax. Everything starts flying forward once you start getting these big fish on, the violent takes. and my friend will tell you the same as well. He's been on edge. You just can't nod off, you can't relax, because it just, poof, your bait runners are gone. You're always thinking, have I got a little kink in my line, is that going to catch going through? And, oh, you've probably got to be on it. So it's quite tricky, but enjoyed it really. Yeah, it's been super. So that we don't last hour now. I'm still going to put a couple of rods out, and if there's any activity then I'll obviously record it. But we're going to go for a quick nightcap. We're going to talk about the day that was, and then get us ready for tomorrow, and maybe discuss what we do about packing up to call it a day, maybe starting tomorrow night. But we've got to be off sort of early-ish on Saturday to catch the ferry. So that's about it on day 6 in France, carp fishing. See you in a bit.